Oh, hey, how you doing? Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to Boosted Gaming, and you guys caught me eating lunch, huh? I thought somebody was spying in on my video, trying to see what build I was going to be running, or what this video was going to be on. I got you. Caught me a little off guard there for a second, but we recovered. So guys, this next build video that we have for the Division 2 is actually going to be a damage build. So the last few that we've put out have actually been primarily armor on kill. This one is actually going to be a glass cannon, if you will. I know a lot of you like to run glass cannons, so stay tuned for this video here, and I think you guys will really like it because, believe it or not, it saved my butt once or twice. Don't watch me, watch the video. Video, not me, video. Alright guys, diving into this build here, you can see that we're starting off with the ACR. Chose this because it's got a pretty decent talent on it, but the damage is also not too bad at 112,000. It's got a good AR damage roll on it, it's got a health roll on it, it's got a headshot damage roll, but the talent is what I really like. So this talent, Vindictive, works phenomenally well in my team dynamics. So typically if I'm running with somebody, they have an Eclipse Protocol build, and when they're running that Eclipse Protocol build, obviously they're applying all kinds of status, right? So if I kill an enemy with a status effect that's currently applied, I'm going to get 15% critical hit chance, 15% critical hit damage, but so is my team. So it's going to help me kind of give the team additional damage output, and that's what you want. You want that team dynamic, right? So that talent is fantastic for what I'm running build-wise. The second thing we decided to go with here was the Lady Death for our SMG. Again, this is just a quick, high cyclic rate, can, start knocking down enemies, especially when they're close into me. It's going to give you additional damage of 75% per round fired, and it's going to consume a stack. But that's when you start getting those stacks by either moving around. So you gain 4 stacks per second when you're walking, you gain 8 stacks per second if you're running, and you can stack up to 32. So you also get an additional 20% movement speed when you get a kill. So not too bad. Getting to the actual pieces here, you can see we've gone with the Hunter's gear set again. I still say this is probably the best gear set for Title Update 11. This one here is obviously the mask. It doesn't have a great weapon roll on it, but it does have critical hit damage at 12%, and it's got a critical hit damage mod. But this helps us get to that 3-piece unlock, right? The other piece we got here is our chest. This is the Gilligard chest piece. So this gives us a blue, so this is a maxed out armor. It also gives us critical hit damage at 12%, health roll's not too bad, and then a critical hit damage mod. The cool part about this, though, is the talent. This is the glass cannon. So this is what everybody loves to run. Everybody loves glass cannon because all damage you deal is amplified by 25%, and then all damage you take is amplified by 50%. So ultimately, we want to deal more damage than we take in, right? The cool part about glass cannon is you're always dealing that damage. So anything you deal is 25% greater. It doesn't matter, how far away or how close you are. You're always dealing that damage. So that's what we're kind of building around. The problem is with a lot of glass cannons, you lose survivability. So you either have to compromise between knockdown or you have to compromise between survivability. This build is going to hopefully gap some of that and bring those nice and close. It's going to narrow that gap. The third piece we have here is our Hunter's Fury holster. So this is the second piece of our Hunter's Fury set, which gives us that 15% SMG damage. We're not taking advantage of the shotgun damage, but we are definitely going to take advantage of that SMG damage if we need to go in close, right? This one, however, has a 15% weapon damage roll and a 6% critical hit chance roll on it, which is really good. The final piece of our Hunter's Fury here are the knee pads. This unlocks the armor on kill at 20% plus health on kill of 100%. So if you kill an enemy, your health is going to go right back to 350k that what we have here. if I kill an enemy, I'm going to get 20% armor back out of that 954. So almost 1,000,000 armor, so I'm going to get 20% of that back. So, which is going to be good, because if I'm taking all kinds of damage, as long as I'm knocking people down, I'm getting some armor back. I may not be regenerating all of it, but I'm going to get some of it back. So it's going to help me stay in the fight that much longer. The core attribute that we have here is weapon damage at 14.4, so not too bad. And then obviously critical hit damage as the other attribute that we rolled. Getting into our gloves, we opted for the Grupo, primarily because Grupo brings with it 15% critical hit damage with the one-piece brand. So one piece of this gives you 15% critical hit damage. Huge. That's what we want in this build. Maxed out weapon damage, nearly max critical hit chance, and then maxed out critical hit damage. And then we opted for our final piece is our Seska backpack, which is bringing with it 15% weapon damage, hazard protection, which is explosive resistance, which we don't need. I would rather see like a health roll there and maybe a critical hit chance roll there. That would have been fantastic. But anyway, we also put in a mod for critical hit damage. But the one piece, which is nice, brings us a 10% critical hit chance. So we're increasing our chance, plus we're still putting out that high damage. And then the talent is Vigilance, which increases total weapon damage by 25%. You know, so you can't be taking damage, though, because that will disable the buff for a short period. Disables it for 4 seconds. But if you're not taking damage, you're doing 25% additional damage with the backpack, and you tie that in with glass cannon, that's a 50% damage output. As long as you're not taking hits, you're outputting 50%. So that's awesome, right? So getting into this here, we'll just kind of show you. So even though we're not running, you know, the coyote mask and all that stuff, you know, it's still pretty decent. So you can see here, we're still at 36% critical hit chance. So if somebody's running a coyote mask, that's going to get procced right back up, and you should be closer to, you know, over 45 to 50%. Or if you get a better roll in the backpack, this could obviously be even better. We're at 152% critical hit damage, which is fantastic for this build. I would love to see it a little bit higher if I can. So we're going to work on obviously maximizing our damage output. And then in here, you can see that we also get 286,000 armor on kill, which is good. We've got, you know, like I said, almost 1,000,000 armor. So getting, you know, a quarter of that back is great. So we're going to get, well, more than a quarter of that back every time we kill somebody, right? Okay, so, and as the final piece of this whole thing, we opted for the gunner. So the reason we opted for the gunner is because, one, the armor kits repair 100% armor and grant bonus armor for 10 seconds. 2, you get an additional 10% armor on kill, which is great. But the really big reason was we wanted to be able to be that team player. So if you're running the summit, the supply line talent is for you, because this is going to generate 10% ammo every 60 seconds. Party members recover 5. And, you know, if you're running the summit with directives like ammo hoarders, or you're even running heroic content with ammo hoarders, well, guess what? You're going to be able to continually give yourself and your team ammo. Huge, right? If you're in cover, you get additional weapon handling. And then obviously, you know, rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. So that's not a big talent, but the supply line and emplacement can be decent. Definitely supply line for sure. But that's it for this build video, guys. It was a nice short one. I hope you guys like this one. Like I said, this is supposed to be my little cross between a survivable build with a glass cannon. So that way, you know, maybe these glass cannons can stay up a little bit longer. You know who you are. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any comments, drop them down below. I do have that contest going on right now, that little giveaway I mentioned in my last video. If you haven't seen that video for the details, go check out that video. I will say, hit the like button if you can. Hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time I upload a video or go live. Smash that bell as well. And I am bringing you more build videos, guys. Like I said, I've got a few more in the works, so I've got a few more coming. But that's it for this one, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Y'all stay classy. Peace.